Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's video is a part of Java 8 series. In this video, we are going to discuss imperative programming versus declarative programming using practical examples. We will discuss 3 examples here and we'll write the programs for each example using imperative style and declarative style. So our first example will be calculating the sum of numbers from 1 to 100. So let's do it in our Eclipse. So in our Eclipse, I am going to create one project and the name of the project I am giving as Java8. Inside this project, I will create one package, and inside this package I will create one class. So inside this class, for each example, I will create two methods with name imperative and declarative. The imperative method will have the program in imperative style and the declarative method will have the logic in declarative style. So let's start. So the package is created now. So now I am adding the class. So giving the class name as imperative versus declarative. We can check the checkbox having public static void main. So now our class is created. Inside our class, we are now going to define two methods, one for imperative style of programming and other for declarative style of programming. So let's have our first method, calculate sum by imperative. Create this method. Eclipse will create this method for you. Inside this, I am assigning a value to the variable sum to 0, and then after that I will write a for loop. The for loop will iterate from 1 to 100, and inside this for loop I will write the logic to calculate the sum from 1 to 100. After this, I will try to print the result of this code that I have written in this imperative method. So let's try to print this value of sum. So I have just now formatted this. So now click on run as Java application and let's check the output. So output is 5050. So now declare our second method, which is calculate sum by declarative. So inside this new method, I will write the code or the program in a declarative style. So our method is created by Eclipse now. So let's write the logic here. So here I am calling int stream API, and then I am calling the range closed method on it, and after that I will give the range from 1 to 100. After this we will call the method sum, and that's it. This is like one line of code to calculate the sum if we are using Java 8 features, which promotes the declarative way of programming. So let's add one comment inside this system.out.println, like sum by declarative. Yes, so it's done now. Similarly, I will try to add the comment in imperative method also. So sum by imperative, I am typing inside this system.out.println, and after this I will try to run this program. So yeah, so it's completed now. Let's run this class and see the output. So we can see that our output is sum by imperative 5050, sum by declarative 5050, and we can see that very few lines of code are needed to do the same job which we are doing in imperative style of programming. The code. So code readability is also there. It's better in declarative style of programming. So now I am adding one more method, which will be for example 2, in which we were discussing like here we will calculate the even numbers from a list of numbers. Like if we have a list of numbers from 1 to 10, then we have to display a second list having only the even numbers like 2, 4, 6, 8. So our input list will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This will be the value inside the input list, and our inside our output list the value will be 2, 4, 6, 8. So let's create our list which will have the numbers from 1 to 10. Let me comment our previous methods. Okay, so first I will write logic inside imperative method. Like here we are now writing imperative style of programming. So here I am declaring a list of numbers. Okay, so inside I am now populating this list from 1 to 10. So list is now populated. I will import the package. It's done now. So after this I will create a second list, and the name of the list will be even numbers. So in this list only we are going to store our even numbers. So let's do it now. And after that we are going to write one for loop, and inside the for loop we will write the logic for even numbers calculation, or we can say that even number check. We will check one by one each number, that if they are even number or not. So now I am adding one statement inside this for loop. If statement I will add, and the logic will be number modulo 2 is equal to 0. It will check each number that if they are divisible by 2 or not. So if they are divisible by 2, then I will add that number inside our even number list. So that's it. So now we are adding that number into our even number list, and after that we will print our even number list. So writing even numbers. Okay, that variable I have to add. Okay, now we can run our class and see the output. So let's see what is the output now. List of even numbers by imperative, and that output is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It is showing us a list with value 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and this list is the list of even numbers. So now I am going to write the same example in our declarative way of programming. So how we will display the even numbers using the features given in Java 8 that encourages the declarative style of programming. So I have just copied one list of integers from our imperative method just to populate it, and after that I have created one even numbers list and have assigned a value null to it. And now I am calling the stream, and on stream I am calling filter, and inside filter I am writing the logic to find the numbers which are even and collecting it to a list. So all these methods are present inside the new Java 8 libraries, so we need not to write our any own logic. So yeah, so this is completed, and even numbers list has been assigned to the list of even numbers list. So let's print this. So list of even numbers by declaring, I am adding this comment inside this system.out.println. Yes. So let's now we can run this class to see the output. Run a Java application. Okay. So the output is list of even numbers by imperative and list of even numbers by declarative. Both are same, but we can compare how much each the Java 8 providers. Java 8 providers very easy methods that can do all the necessary calculations or computations for us, and we need not to write any further logic. And if you will see the same same operation, if you want to do by using imperative style of programming, then you have to write logic by your own. So here also we can see that declarative way of programming which is being encouraged by Java 8 is more superior. So now I am writing methods for one more example which says that we have to add a prefix to the list of names. So suppose we have a list of names like Ram, Mohan, so on, or any other names, and these names does not have any title. So what I will do, I will add title to each of these names and store it in a list. So let's see how we are doing it. So first I am writing inside this imperative method. So this style of code is the imperative style of code as we are discussing in this video. So I am populating this list with John, Peter and Ricky. So our list is populated now. So let's add one more list where we will store the names with title like Mr. John, Mr. Peter, Mr. Ricky. These value will be stored in our the list called names with title list. So let's give it a name. Okay, the list is now created. Okay, let's create it a new array list. Okay, so list is now created. Now we can write one for loop, and inside for loop we will write our logic to store all those names along with their titles in this names with title list. So let's do it. So here I am adding names with title dot add, and inside that I will add title plus name. Okay, so this is completed. So prefix is showing us error because we have not declared this prefix. So let's assign it a value. So prefix is our string and value of this prefix will be Mr. Okay, so now our expectation is like Mr. John, Mr. Peter, Mr. Ricky in our output. Okay, so now we can print our output in console. Okay, so names with title, and let's try to format this. Yeah, so I have formatted this piece of code and trying to run this. So our output is now Mr. John, Mr. Peter, Mr. Ricky. Okay, so this is good. This is how we did it through imperative style of programming. Now let's do the same thing using declarative style of programming. How we can do it? We can try here now. So our method name is like add prefix by declarative. Okay, so let's create this method by using Eclipse. Okay, copy this list from our imperative method so that we need not to like write the same piece of code. Okay, so assigning a value null to our names with title list here, and after that we will inside this names for this names with title list, where this list will store the all the names with titles. So now I am calling the methods of Java 8. So Java 8 methods like names.stream.map, and inside this map I am writing the logic. So I am writing name, and for all this name I am adding a prefix to it. So for this prefix I have declared. Then I will call collect method on this map, and will collect to a list, collectors.toList. Okay, so it is completed now. So now print our output using system.out.println. Okay, so what title we can add? Yeah, by or something adding prefix or title. Okay, let's give it name like names with title. Okay, yeah, that will be a good sentence. So names with title by declaration, declarative way, and let's try to run it now. Okay, so before running just paste the same statements with a little change, like names with title by imperative. Okay, so let's run it now. Okay, so why names with title by declarative is coming as empty? Okay, let's find it. Okay, I think we have not added this names with title variable to our system.out.println. Okay, so we have to add this at line number 25. Okay, so let's add this. Yeah, done. Now we can run our program, and I think the output will be the desired one. Okay, see, so names with title by imperative and declarative both is having the same output, but we can see that how declarative way of programming is more readable and concise, and it is easy to understand also in comparison to this imperative style of programming. So that's it for today's tutorial. So in this video we learned that how declarative programming is more superior as compared to the imperative programming. If you like my videos, please do subscribe and like my videos. Thank you.